States have begun rolling out monthly payments. We will discuss the latest on the child tax care credits, the Build Back Better bill, say that 5 times fast. Social Security folks might see more money in their checking account soon, and what everyone is wondering, will there be a 4th stimulus check? We'll discuss the latest on stimulus in today's update, so stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, hi, hello, my name is Monica, and I post videos all about stimulus news, personal finance, and real estate. So if you are interested in topics like those, go ahead and hit that big old red subscribe button and join the community. Also, please like this video for the YouTube algorithm. I know it's been a while, so we need to get back into the YouTube swing of things. And of course, let me know in the comments down below how you're doing, what your Christmas plans are, what your New Year's plans are. I would love to know and stay connected. So without any further ado, everyone, let's hop right into your stimulus update. So let's kick it right off. US markets are down on fears about the Omicron variant and the Build Back Better bill not passing. Senator Manchin has officially walked away from the Build Back Better negotiations and said he will not support the Build Back Better bill.
I cannot vote to continue with this piece of legislation. I just can't. I've tried everything humanly possible. I can't get there.
Now, the Senate will be going on their Christmas recess without the child tax credit extension, meaning that January payments will be delayed. There is concern around the country about inflation as well. The Federal Reserve is set to reduce stimulus spending in coming months to combat inflation. Now, in the meantime, President Biden is fighting to seal the child tax extension. As it stands, the final monthly child tax credit payment of 2021 was distributed on December 15th. Now, there are talks around Washington that the Omicron variants could lead to another federal stimulus check in the US. Let me know in the comments down below if you believe that the Omicron variants will make it so that the US passes another stimulus check. Now, universal basic income has been a hot topic around the country, and states are beginning to start sending out their own stimulus checks. They are not waiting for the government and the feds anymore. So let's discuss stimulus checks being sent out around the country, and is your state one of them? So a new guaranteed income program has launched in Georgia. It will provide more than 600 Black women across the state with $850 per month for at least 2 years. Now, the program, called In Her Hands, will distribute out a total fund of more than $13 million. Now, it will initially target 200 women in Atlanta's Old Fourth Ward neighborhood, where City Council Representative Amir Farrakhan has been working to establish a pilot basic income program. The monthly income will be no strings attached, so nothing attached. There is no application process for the program. Identified candidates are being invited to participate. Funds for the program appear to come from a mix of private donors and sponsors, as well as local and federal funds. Give Directly, a donation service, is continuing to accept contributions to the fund. As of Thursday morning, it showed nearly $10 million had been raised, which is enough so far to fund 429 incomes, with another 221 still in need of funding. Next, we are going to discuss the Guaranteed Income Program that is backed by Twitter's Jack Dorsey that begins in Tacoma. Now, families will get $500 a month. The 110 Tacoma, Washington families chosen to participate in the Guaranteed Income Program received their first $500 check this month. The program, launched by the Mayors for a Guaranteed Income, is backed by $18 million in donations from Jack Dorsey, the co-founder and former CEO of Twitter. Now, the effort is being done in partnership with the University of Pennsylvania's Center for Guaranteed Income Research, which is studying the impacts of providing regular income to families. Numerous income pilot projects are underway around the country. Now, the program in Washington State, which is called Growing Resilience in Tacoma, or GRIT, will provide families $500 a month for 1 year. Now, participants in the program must reside in certain Tacoma area codes, live in a single parent household with children, and meet the definition of having limited assets and income while also being employed. GRIT is funded by $500,000 from Dorsey himself, $100,000 from the mayoral group, and $100,000 from the city to cover administrative costs. Now, Dorsey donated $15 million to the effort in December of 2020, adding to an initial $3 million gift. Now, Dorsey is not the only tech leader interested in the concept of boosting incomes for Americans. Tech entrepreneur Andrew Yang promoted the idea of a universal basic income as part of his platform when he ran as a Democratic presidential candidate in 2020. Next, let's discuss Newark, New Jersey. Right across the bridge from me, Newark, New Jersey, more Americans are set to get $250 payments every 2 weeks for 2 years. Do you qualify? Let's see. So this will now apply to a total of 400 residents in Newark, New Jersey, who will be receiving those payments for 2 years. Now, the expanded program in Newark will be tested in 2 ways. Half of those participating will receive a total of $250 on a bi-weekly basis, while the remaining 50% will get 2 payments of $3,000 each year, according to a statement by the city. Now, that means eligible residents will receive a total of $12,000 or $6,000 each year. The expansion comes as various cities and states are experimenting with UBI, Universal Basic Income, a set of recurring payments that individuals will be getting from the government. The Newark Movement for Economic Equity has already raised $6.2 million from a mix of private and public funds from the American Rescue Plan. Now, following the 2-year period of the recurring payments, the city plans on analyzing the data to influence policy changes on the state and federal levels. Now, thousands of Americans are going to be able to apply for a new round of $500 stimulus payments this week. Now, these stimulus checks are part of St. Louis, Missouri's direct cash program, which will go out to those who financially suffered during the coronavirus pandemic. Now, this includes job loss, reduced hours, funeral expenses, as well as treatment costs. So you do need to be a St. Louis, Missouri resident for at least 12 months and must also earn 80% or below the area median income. The city forecasts that at least 9,300 residents who lost their income will qualify for those payments. The 2-year pilot program would provide $500 per month to 175 families that live at or below the federal poverty level. The next year, a different set of 175 families would be given the $500 per month. The pilot program would cost $2.2 million and be funded from the American Rescue Plan Act. As of this year, there are 60 mayors in the Mayors for a Guaranteed Income network. They are advocating and launching pilot programs for guaranteed income for their residents. So there are mayors fighting for UBI as we speak. California recently launched the first statewide guaranteed income program in the US, providing up to $1,000 per month to qualifying pregnant people and young adults leaving the foster care system. Rochester City Council has approved a pilot program for universal basic income. So while we are waiting for our government to get it together and send out some stimulus checks, there are mayors who are fighting for these monthly recurring payments. Now, in other news, former President Trump met with boos after revealing that he received the COVID-19 booster shot. Former President Donald Trump was booed by a portion of an audience in Dallas on Sunday when he said he received a COVID-19 booster shot, and that is according to a video of the closed press event that was shared on social media. Now, the comments by Trump, who, despite championing his administration's efforts to develop COVID vaccines, he rarely discusses his own vaccination and has largely declined to encourage others to get it, but he came during a stop of his tour with former Fox News host Bill O'Reilly. CNN has reached out to a Trump spokesperson for more details on the former president's decision to get the booster shot. In a longer video later tweeted by O'Reilly's site, Trump warned supporters that they are playing right into their hands when they dismiss the vaccines and don't take credit for them. He said, and I quote, "Look, we did something that was historic. We saved tens of millions of lives worldwide. We together, all of us, not me," Trump says in the video, which comes right before Trump receives the smattering of boos. On to other news. New parents could see another stimulus check reflected in their tax refund in 2022. Now, key moderate Democrat Senator Joe Manchin has announced, as I said, that he is not willing to support the Build Back Better program, meaning that it is dead in the water at the moment, but progress is expected next year. The White House's flagship spending bill, as it stands, will not be passed in 2021. The bill would have extended the child tax credit, but had no provisions for another stimulus check. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said yesterday there may be double child tax credit payments in February if they can't negotiate and come to a resolution before their holiday break. Next, let's discuss my favorite people, Social Security recipients. So as inflation continues to rise rapidly, the Senior Citizens League is calling on Congress to send those on Social Security a fourth stimulus check worth $1,400. Now, New York has set records for the most new cases reported in a single day since the pandemic started for 3 consecutive days. This has given a boost to the prospect of further stimulus checks. The final Social Security check will be sent in December, and starting in January, beneficiaries will see the 5.9% COLA increase applied to their checks. So, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think we will get another stimulus check? Can Social Security expect to see more payments, as well as the child care tax credit extension? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But that is all for today. Thank you all so much for watching and hanging with your girl even after I've taken this hiatus. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I love you guys so much. Thanks for rocking with me. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye.